Falling a little bit. Shake her. You want to steal here? Should we steal? You want to steal? All right, next pitch.
He's friendly, outgoing, just energetic, just full of life. He lights up a room when he walks in. He's really a good kid. When he was born with spina bifida, and so it affected the nerves from his waist down. They said he would never walk. They said he would never, do a lot of things that he's doing now. He's just been a blessing the whole time. It's just amazing.
It's just something that was shocking, and he just says, okay, well, we'll deal with it, and we'll just love him and care for him, and no other choice but do that, That's what God was giving us, give us this baby, and we're going to take care of it no matter what the situation is.
This is from Michigan State. This is Michigan State baseball.
Oh, Vicky. She was his physical therapist when he was at Sparrow Outpatient Physical Therapy. She was his first physical therapist when he was just an infant. And then later on, we found out that she did the Miracle League, and it had been years since we'd seen her because we ended up, not going to therapy anymore because he got so well, they had to discontinue his therapy. Several years later, when we found out about the Miracle League, here she is. It all full circle came around.
The Miracle League of Mid-Michigan provides opportunity for youth with disabilities to play baseball on an accessible ball field. And it's all disabilities. We have probably 60% of our athletes are autistic. We have visually impaired, cerebral palsy, spina bifida, you name it. There's every disability just about is represented in our group. We have 109 athletes, 10 teams. When we were fundraising for the field, before the Miracle League even existed, Jake Bloss had been hired by MSU to be the head baseball coach, and so he partnered with us and came to fundraising events.
Getting better, but we want guys that are going to represent Michigan State University both on and off the field in a positive manner. We were fortunate to get involved at the ground level, really on the fundraising side of it, ever since they opened their gates.
Jake and I kind of started this probably about 5 falls ago that we would do a fall game. This year we had 32 sign up, so we're playing one game of 16 kids each and each team, and it's going to be crazy, and the field's going to be full of people, but it'll be fun.
Talk about all the time, effort and toughness, and it's really what this program is based on. You give effort and you're tough mentally, physically, your knowledge is going to grow, and that's what this place is built on. Understanding that you got to come in every day with that lunch pail mentality, and you got to come to work, and that's what I was raised on, and that's what this program is built on, so it's a perfect place for me. Probably when I was 4 years old, 3 years old, whatever it was, my dad was coaching football at the high school at the time, and I was the kid in the weight room, hanging off stuff, running around with the bags, getting yelled at by my dad and the other coaches. Being that annoying kid that, everyone kind of has. And, just having fun with it. I enjoyed football from a young age, and actually baseball and basketball as well, but, my dad kept me busy with everything. Being a point guard, being a receiver, a running back, playing shortstop, outfield, whatever it was, I think just the athletic standpoint, really, up my game, and maybe more than just a linebacker, maybe more of a little bit of an athlete. That's why I encourage people to play 3 sports in high school, because you never know what's going to happen to your body. I thought I was going to be a basketball player, but, when you stop growing in 8th, 9th grade at 6'1", basketball's not going to work out for me. So, I played baseball, I was pretty good at baseball, and, my dad always pushed football. At a certain age, whether it was 9th or 10th grade, I really knew it was a sport that it was made for me, and, I thought I was an offensive player too in high school, but that didn't work out either, so I ended up moving over to linebacker, and now I'm here with it, and I enjoy every second of it.
A lot of people don't know, but we actually went to high school together. He was at our high school his freshman year, So, and he was a great player, and then he was the up-and-coming guy. Joe's always been a great football player and a great leader and a great person.
When I committed to Michigan State, I had about 4 other offers. They were all MAC schools. Me and my dad thought highly of MAC schools. Came down for a spring game.
Saw him on a visit one time. He told me if they were going to offer, he's going to commit on the spot. Coach
Antonio gave me that scholarship. I committed on the spot, told my dad then afterwards, and he loved every second of it. Coach Bowman was a great recruiter. I felt like they really wanted me up here. So, and there's such a family atmosphere up here, and it made it special. My mom, loved it up here when she came here for the first time, so did my dad.
I'm from Wyandotte, Michigan. I'm the youngest of 3. I have 2 older brothers. I've been running track since 7th grade, all the way to my senior year. That's made me faster each year. My major events were the 200, the 400, the 1. Placed 2nd in my league at the 400. And I feel like going to that year, my junior year of football, my speed and my explosion really picked up. We would just do little things, just explosion, come on the blocks. I feel like that really transitioned my game to football. Coming to college, I was a B student, just average student. And I got here, I feel like I really elevated my academics. Coming in, I wasn't expecting much. I was expecting to be the same, but I feel like once I got here, I had to focus more on football, and then that transition to focusing more on academics as well. That was a major thing. Just they're 2 different entities, but you have to focus the same on both, and I feel like I've done that since I've been here.
Brandon Sowards, honor, supply chain management, football.
Being an academic all with 10 was a real big thing to me and my family. I got my undergrad in economics here at Michigan State this past spring. And now I'm getting my master's in human resources and labor relations. With football, you have to be on top of your game no matter what. But that's knowing the right assignments, knowing what to do, where to be. And I feel like that correlates with academics. Just you gotta be at the right place at the right time. Just do all your assignments, and I feel like everything will fall in place from there. January 2017, I broke my foot, and I was out all spring. And then 2 weeks before my junior season, I tore my ACL. Just ran a little hitch route and just got twisted up. A matter of 6 months, I had two major surgeries, which can take a toll. At the time, I was a starting slot receiver. It was supposed to be my breakout year. At first, I was really down. I had conversations with my dad and my family, and just they made me really recenter myself as to why I was supposed to be here.
Joe Bachie is an outstanding competitor. He's a great athlete. He played multiple sports in high school and was all conference in multiple sports at skillful positions. He was their tailback, punt returner, shortstop, point guard. So he played a lot of different positions. Since coming to Michigan State, he's established himself as, I think, as a leader.
Who's gonna make that play? Let's go. Someone's gotta make that play.
First time I met Joe, you could just tell he's a natural born leader, He's one of those guys that's going to come in each and every day and give you everything he's got, whether he's in the weight room, whether he's in the film room, You could tell even as a freshman, as a young guy, he was a leader. He was someone that people looked up to right away. He was someone that was going to put the time in, put the effort in, He personally, for me, he drives me to be great. He doesn't let me slack. He's always been my lifting partner. He always makes sure I'm getting in to watch film. So having someone like that to hold me accountable and make sure I'm doing the right things has always been big for me.
I can't pick our leaders. Our players pick our leaders. And so you have to earn that leadership. And he was able to do that really as a true sophomore almost. He was very well respected as a true sophomore. Had an outstanding season as a sophomore, so he's got a great foundation of which to draw on in terms of knowledge and performance for this season.
He's a guy that everyone looks up to. When he speaks, everyone listens, Whether it doesn't matter who he's speaking to, the offense, the defense, the team as a whole. When Joe Bachie speaks, everyone's listening and everyone's tuned in. And, that's just because of the way he works around here and the stuff that he does, the position that he's put himself in over the years through his hard work, through his play on the field, and you just know, the way he treats guys, he's got a lot of respect in the locker room.
Who else? Joe Bachie.
The guys that have been here for 3 and 4 years have their own buddy to say that the same kid that they've been hanging out with for 4 years. So they build relationships with these kids and vice versa.
Yeah! Pants and everything. What's up, dude? What's up, brother?
What's up?
You got your hat on and everything? You with the Yankees again?
Yeah.
It was like right away they had this bond. I mean, it was like right away they found each other out. he's been his buddy every year. So Jacob, he just can't wait to see him every year. He just, you know, is so ecstatic when you say Dan's name, and he's Dan. He's so excited, and he just idolizes him so much.
We just click. His attitude is so great. He just has like that persona and charisma that's fun to be around, and he's always excited to be there. I was drawn to it, and it was like his whole world was just us. It felt pretty cool.
We have like a secret handshake, and you like play together, like pass the ball back and forth together, and yeah, it's fun.
All right, 1, 2, 3.
Let's go, All-Stars!
First batter for the All-Stars tonight, Jacob Boyerma. Hey!
Seeing something the doctor said he would never do was just unbelievable, and just like the grace of God healing him, and it's just a wonderful thing to see and experience.
Just watching the kids out there, they're just so amazing, you know, watching with everyone with their own disability and their own problems, and watching them come alive on the field is just, it's just you can't even say enough, and just how much joy it brings to them, just feeling in your heart. The families that are there are just great there, they cheer them on, and it's all so special for the families, you know, especially because they see their child out there where they thought that they could never do something like that.
We're going to score that as a home run, so all players round all the bases.
And once that game gets going, it's really, honestly, one of the highlights of the year for me is to sit back and watch our guys interact with these kids. I'm just so proud of the way that they handle themselves. I'm so proud of the way that they represent our baseball program and our athletic department and our university. But, you know, more than that, I'm proud of the interactions and the relationships that they're making with these kids and the impact that they're having on these kids' lives.
One of the parents of one of the kids who used to play here, she told me that this is her happy place, and it's drizzling and it's overcast and there's no sunshine at all, but when these guys come out on the field, all you're gonna see are smiles. And that's what makes it worth it for me. Sorry.
The small amount of time that they've lived, you know, the obstacles they've overcome, just the challenges they've faced and everything, and this is just so special to them because of the Michigan State Spartans, and they're just such a big name, and like this is the biggest present they could get.
This is a big deal for these kids. They're big role models, and you know, it's just kind of unbelievable to see, you know, how these kids are just so happy to have these guys with them and work with them, and just so many smiling faces to the kids, you know.
Going through the camp, he was playing the best out of all the wide receivers. I mean, Felton was still coming on, and you know, Darryl was still figuring some things out, but Brandon Sowards was playing the best, and for him to have that injury, take that season away when he was getting such good rhythm, an injury that, you know, is career-threatening. I admire him just because of the way he fought back through that situation. It makes it hard for me to count him out. It makes it hard for me to go against Brandon Sowards because, you know, I know what he's fought for. He wants the best out of every situation. So I'm gonna put him in every situation I can put him in so he gets the best out of that situation.
The day of my surgery, Blair White called me I'm in touch with him a lot. Called me and just said just to hang in there. That was a big thing to me. John Jakubik, former walk-on as well. AJ Troop, they both tore their ACLs. And I would talk to John Jakubik and Troop weekly, keep them updated as to where I was progressing and whatnot. And those guys are awesome, man. I feel like without them, those first couple weeks have been really rough, and I'm grateful for them. I feel like the major thing for me was just setting goals daily and just achieving those goals. Because, I mean, without goals, you'll have nothing to look forward to in life. And I feel like without them, I would have been real lazy with my rehab. In the end, I wouldn't change a thing. I mean, I'm here now, making plays. The first practice of fall camp, people were all geeked up. Obviously, it's the first day of practice, but I was happy to be out there, you know what I mean? Just back doing what I love. And I told my dad the night before, I'm back. I'm ready to play and do my thing. And yeah, it was awesome to be out there again. The first couple times I was running on it, just felt different. I mean, it's obviously gonna feel different. It's a new knee, but then just continuing to get more reps running on it, felt like I was back to normal. Coming out for the Utah State game this year I felt like a freshman again. Just being out there with the guys, it's awesome. I'm grateful to be back out there.
Sowards, who was the punt returner before he was hurt and missed last season, is deep for MSU. Backpedals, picks it up at the 30 over his shoulder. Straight ahead, 35-40, he's at midfield. Hit from behind as he gets into CMU territory and knocked down after a strong return.
When you have the example of the guy that truly works hard, I see Brandon Sowards. I see that guy putting himself in a position to make the most of every opportunity he has. And he's always going to be the example of what a Spartan is.
I feel like Michigan State's taught me just be patient. Good things would come to those who wait. I feel like I've done that here. I had some really good receivers in front of me, and I waited my time, and now I'm playing. Tough times don't last. Tough people do. I want to show up each and every day, do my job, no matter what it is. No complaints, and just do my part. Coming back from injuries, just not complaining, just doing what I have to do rehab-wise, and everything that I do here, just do what's asked of me, and just do it without no questions asked.
He's a great person, he's a great student of the game. There's a lot of intangibles that really have made our linebackers here, whether it's been Greg Jones, whether it's been Max Bulla, whether it's been Riley Bulla or Joe Bachie. Our Mike linebackers have been outstanding players here, and that would include Caleb Thornhill in 2007 too. They've been outstanding players here and inspirational leaders.
It's all love of the game, I'd say, but you make that that turnover that gets momentum going, and I feel like that one against Michigan last year, that strip that I had, kind of flipped the momentum dust for a little bit of that game. And when you get a play like that game-changing play, it's something you look back on and said, man, that was something that I want to do again. I want to do that again, and I always try and do that every week. That's one of my goals every week. Get a turnover, get a touchdown. And, I came short of that touchdown one yet, and hopefully it comes soon.
I mean, I've seen him make a lot of amazing plays. He's just a baller, someone that always finds his way to the ball, and he's going to make a big play no matter what. That's just what he does. The one versus Utah State was pretty incredible, where he jumped up, hit the ball to himself, and won the game on an interception. That was one of the craziest plays I've ever seen. Just jumped up over the running back and knocked the ball down.
The one that got me was the one he did against Utah State when he tipped it and then caught it himself. I forget who I was standing next to. I'm like, this dude is cold. This dude's good.
I knew it was going to be a quick pass, so, just from film and just, what they were doing that game, it was going to be a quick pass. They're going to come out early. And a lot of times in those situations, the running back will cut you when they're blocking you. So, when that happened, I just thought to jump right away and try and get my hands up. And the running back ended up not cutting me, so I kind of used him as a little boost to get a little higher, and I stuck my hand up, matched hands like Coach Bola says all the time, and just tried to find the ball. I felt like that ball was in the air for a minute.
Joe makes great players, big-time players, a great leader. We're lucky to have him.
Really special. When I hear that Michigan State's gonna give you like, It's so exciting. So I tried to play my very best.
Oh, look at the hose. Look at the hose. Where was that all day? You've been sandbagging me.
You know, I said it after the first one, and I say it every year. I'm not sure who gets more out of that day. If it's those kids playing with our guys, or if it's our guys, you know, getting a chance to interact with those kids, because it's a pretty special day.
I have a cousin that has autism, and seeing other guys, not besides myself, other guys on the team willing to help out and do things, it means a lot. But it's nice to see just my fellow brothers that, you know, I see every day playing baseball doing something that would actually, you know, contribute to something that's close to my family even.
It was him. It was him. No, it was Sapinko. Yeah. I don't know why he's tapping you.
It's just great to watch them together. He's such a great role model for my son. He really looks up to him, and just seeing them together, it makes my heart just thrill. You throw joy, you know. I just so excited to see all the Spartans there. But Dan, he's his favorite, you know, and he's always been with them, and just it's been a great, you know, journey with Dan, and keeping him, you know, with us has just been great.
I think it's important for us to remember why we're here. A lot of things happen off the field that are bigger than baseball, and I think it's definitely something good that our team can reflect on and realize that at the end of the day, wins and losses are wins and losses. It just matters who we can impact and who we can reach out to. That's our main goal here, is be better people than we are baseball players, I guess. It's like my trophy.
It's better than the Big Ten championship.